Your hard-earned money, you want service, real service, from a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
Hi guys, Dominic Carbone here to answer today's big question of how the heck do you buy a new vehicle these days? Well, it's quite simple. First, you stop, click, or call our friendly sales staff here at Ford of Uniontown. Second, we show you all the vehicles we have coming in, including colors, trim levels, packages, and more. You select a vehicle, and when it arrives, it's yours. Of course, we go over pricing, incentives, purchase, and lease options. And if you have a trade, we give you an on-the-spot trade evaluation. And by the way, you don't want to miss out on these historic trade values. And if you are not in a rush, we will be happy to place a factory order for you with all the exact equipment you choose. And if you're in the market for a late model pre-owned vehicle, well, you're in luck. We have over 70 here ready to go. Most vehicles are Ford Blue Advantage certified with excellent warranties. The presidents know, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown, on top of the hill across from Applebee's. 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Hampton Talbots. The Mustangs are the home whites, blue numbers, red trim. Their bench off to our left. The Hampton Talbots and their away blues with yellow numbers and white trim. Their bench off to our right. Officials tonight, Mark Tortorella, Joe Strednak, and Jonathan Beck. Hampton's already been introduced. Mustangs getting introduced right now against DeShields, Gallagher, Davis, Chambers, and Johns on the Laurel Highlands side. DiMatteo, Murray, Mignogna, Weeks, and Call on the Hampton side.
Not a seat left in the house.
No, full house here.
Not too many seats tonight. And the only disappointing thing to me, and Gary and I were talking about it off the air, the band's not here. That pep band really kind of fires up the crowd. They were playing some, recorded music, which is nice, but that pep band does a nice job, and probably would have got the crowd going a little bit, but it's still, I was just looking around. I was stuck my head out the window here, guys, and I can't see too many open seats.
No, probably needed the extra seats. Maybe that's why the pep band got the boot tonight.
Well, yeah, they weren't here the other night, but they could have put them in the corner back there, like on the floor. What the heck?
Yeah, I agree with you. So we're set to go. Mustangs breaking the huddle off to our left. Winner here will take on either Penn Hills or Highlands coming up on Monday. Don't be surprised if that game's either on the campus of Duquesne or Robert Morris. They're actually playing a triple header of games on Saturday at Robert Morris. DeAndre DeShields to jump against Lee Mignogna. Mignogna had a good game for Hampton in their first-round playoff win over Kiski area.
Certainly something the Mustangs haven't seen much of throughout the season. A 6'8" senior center.
He's only a sophomore. Ball in the air, opening tap, control back to the Mustangs and Rodney Gallagher. We're underway. Laurel Highlands working left to right as we describe it as Rod breaks the timeline. Send it off on the near wing over to Joey Chambers. He's hit a couple of big threes over the last couple of games for the Mustangs. Back to Brandon Davis, high on the right. Davis watched there by Robert Call.
Odd defense. Looks like a man-to-man on Gallagher and like 3-on-2.
As Keandre drains the jumper from the foul line, and the Mustangs strike first, a 2-0 lead, 30 seconds in.
Three guys playing man on Keandre, Gallagher, and DeShields, and then two guys just in the paint, letting and that could be big for Joey Chambers. They're going to let him roam free.
Up top, we'll switch back over to Matt DiMatteo. DiMatteo and Eric Weeks are the two guys to watch from outside the arc on the Hampton side. Brendan Murray right now sending it off to Mignogna. And the big guy Mignogna showing that he can handle the basketball outside the arc as well. Robert Call now a touch, and Hampton very deliberate on this opening possession.
Well, you can see right away they want to slow the game down and keep it a low-scoring game. The Mustangs like to get out and run, and see if the Mustangs will stay patient with this.
Hampton put up 66 in their first round playoff win, and they get a made jumper there from DiMatteo from the foul line to tie this game up at 2. 6:39 left here in the first. Hampton took about 50 seconds off the clock on that last possession.
And scored, so that's very effective.
Keandre Long three off the back iron, no good. Long rebound tracked down there by Liam Mignogna. Mignogna came in averaging a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds a game.
I wonder if the Mustangs will get frustrated with that slow pace.
See if they get a little more aggressive here on the defensive side. Mignogna spinning off of Keandre, set in the corner. 3 up, a little short there from Brendan Murray. Mustangs, the rebound looking to run back. Gallagher across on the far side, has it on the far wing, back up top to Keandre to Shields. Johns posting up, it'll send it off to Chambers. Now a touch from Nico and back to Joey here on the near side. Cross court far side, Keandre comes far baseline, put it over the shoulder, missed on the shot attempt, rebound deflected back out to the wing, and saved there by Brandon Davis. Davis regains, a little flip up top to Chambers. Chambers back in the near corner now to Keandre. Keandre folding it back to Gallagher here high on the right. 2-2 early on, 5:40 left here in the first. Gallagher taking a 3 from the near wing. A bit too strong, high rebound, battle for it. Keandre ripping it away from Mignogna, keeping it alive, putting it up and in. Keandre to Shields, showing his athletic ability down on the blocks for the Mustangs.
Athletic ability and strength, and Big George down at Delaware waving that foam finger early.
Mustangs leading 4-2, 5:19 left here in the first. Robert Call outside the arc, bounce pass off to his right to Eric Weeks. On the switch back to DiMatteo, and Gary, they're kind of staying with the same offense.
You're going to see that, and Coach Lafko said that in his pregame interview that they're going to try to really shorten this game.
Haven't seen too many teams do this to Laurel Highlands this year.
Looks like Hoosier, and you wonder why they haven't tried it. I mean, there's a perfect example. 499 wins. The guy obviously knows what he's doing.
And a good feed down low and a make there from Mignogna. So the sophomore ties the game up at 4. 4:45 left here in the first. As we told you during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, Coach Lafko going for win number 500 tonight as Davis misses there on a 3 for the Mustangs.
No, I don't think that's what Coach Hogger's looking for here early.
It's going to be a battle tonight for sure. Mustangs the number 1 seed, Hampton seeded 8th. Mignogna now on the far wing, back up top again to Robert Call. Off to his right now to Eric Weeks. Weeks watched there by Joey Chambers. Switches back to DiMatteo. DiMatteo off to his right to Brendan Murray.
I think
and a steal there from Keandre. Look out, Keandre coming back, uncontested, two-handed slam, first dunk of the night. Keandre all 6 of the points for Laurel Highlands.
My buddy Tim Gustin, coach of Ligonier Valley, I saw him today, and he wanted to know how many dunks we'd see tonight, and I said, well, at least one.
I think it's more important getting a win than worrying about the dunks, though, for sure. There's Robert Call on the far side. Call holding with Nico Johns in his face. Close to a 5-second call, you'd have to think there. We'll switch back here to Brendan Murray.
And I think Coach Lafko would be happy, guys, if this score was 6-4 at the end of the first quarter. He's just going to run the ball around and be very patient.
Just wants to keep his team in the game. Good feed down low, and the finish underneath Eric Weeks. Assist to Mignogna, and we're tied at 6. 3:25 left here in the first.
Patience really pays off for that Hampton offense so far.
Almost a steal there on the Mustang pass. Gallagher keeping it alive out to Davis. 3 far wing short. Long rebound tracked down there by the Talbots and Robert Call.
Mustangs off the mark from the 3-point range so far.
Only hit 1 in their first round playoff win over Woodland Hills.
Ever since we switched to that new ball that they put in for the tournament, they have not shot the ball well from the outside.
There's Brendan Murray, watched there by Gallagher as the Talbots stay very deliberate. Robert Call now fronted there by Nico Johns, bouncing it off to his right there to DiMatteo. DiMatteo directing traffic back to Brendan Murray. And Hampton certainly stalling right now.
Well, it just kind of puts a whole damper on everything. The crowd can't get into it. The players are kind of standing around.
3 on the way, short there from Mignogna. And the Mustangs with a rebound underneath. As Joey Chambers a little toe tap to keep it in bounce. As Gallagher floats it over to Davis, back to Gallagher. A little hop step, floater on the way. Good for Ronnie Gallagher. His first 2 of the game. Mustangs go up 8-6 here at the 2:15 mark of the first.
And one thing you know, Gallagher, when he can sense, he has a sense of knowing when his team needs a spark. and he provides it usually.
Robert Call with it right now. Haven't had a foul called on either side.
And not very many whistles either.
No.
It's just like a hockey game.
Weeks over to DiMatteo, holding on the near wing, far side Mignogna. Hampton staying with the same offensive set, playing their game early on against Laurel Highlands.
Pratt's been at the table, and a couple Hampton.
Another good feed down low, and another finish from Mignogna. Done that a couple of times here early on, and we're tied at 8.
And I think Pratt is going to come in there to basically thwart that, and he's going to bring in Hooper. He's going to look for some energy.
You also have Brandon Eastley and Bobby Oliver down there on the Hampton side as well. Game tied at 8.
Can't get him in with no whistles.
No.
Right.
Gallagher back in the corner over to Brandon Davis. Davis coming near baseline, pulling back out far wing, Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher back over to Keandre. Keandre is going to fire the 3 short again. That rebound tracked down by Eric Weeks. We're tied at 8. Talbots with the basketball, already approaching the 1-minute mark of this opening quarter.
Well, so far, a great game plan from the Talbots, and just not much going on. The Mustangs not shooting the ball from the outside, and they've got to get they got to score a little bit, and they really don't press a lot, but they fast break off the defensive rebounds.
Brendan Murray holding on the far wing. Don't be surprised if the Talbots try to take this all the way down at the end of the quarter. And they'll get it off the arrow to start the second as well. Little double team now on DiMatteo. Good ball movement though. They'll free it down low, and they get a made basket and one. Are they going to count it there? Yep. Yes, they are for Robert Call.
Came up a little lame, but he looks like he's okay. And now the substitutes do come in with the Talbots now holding a 2-point lead.
Yeah, no foul actually was called on the play. Just a made bucket there for Call.
I think they were going to call a goaltending because he slapped the backboard. But since it went in, he doesn't need to call it, right, Gary?
That's exactly right.
So the Mustangs likely will get the last shot in the quarter, but they trail by 2 at 10-8. 15 seconds left in the first. Pratt in there and drains a jumper left of the lane. Jaden Pratt ties the game up at 10. Final 10 seconds now of this opening quarter. Brennan Murray on it, down to 5 seconds left. Murray across, switch there with Matt DiMatteo. DiMatteo up top, long 3, actually hit the net. And it wouldn't have counted anyway. So after 1 quarter of basketball, we're tied at 10. Back with the second and 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Brian Morozak, Steve Superg, and Gary Frankhauser back here at Laurel Highlands High School, tied at 10 after 1 quarter of play. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Hampton Talbots. I have to thank our live video stream sponsors tonight. Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites, Zebley, Mehalov, and White attorneys at law, United Bank, and Baker Chiropractic and Wellness Center. So the scoring pretty spread around. Keandre DeShields, though, with 6 on the Laurel Highlands side, pacing the way. Lee Mignogna with 4 on the Hampton side. He's the Talbots' leading scorer, and Hampton with the basketball to start the second quarter, working right to left as we describe it. A Bobby Oliver in there will send it out to Matt DiMatteo. DiMatteo on the far wing, now coming inside, kicks it near side. Man open, Eric Weeks. 3 balls, an air ball, but it goes right down underneath to Robert Call, who floats it up and in. And Hampton in the lead at 12-10 over Laurel Highlands. 7:35 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, just unfortunate for the Mustangs. Just the ball never hit the rim, so it went right to Call.
Here's Pratt, jumper near side, rattling in for Jaden Pratt. So Pratt, after coming into the game, a couple of made buckets to tie this game at 12.
He's just got no filter. He just shoots when he gets the ball, and Coach Hogger doesn't really yell at him. He doesn't yell at anybody about shooting bad shots usually, and he just sends it in, and the Mustangs need a little bit of that right now.
Three up top. Off the mark there from Matt DiMatteo. Battle for the rebound. Keandre finds it there for Laurel Highlands after a little juggle. Hooper keeps it alive. Hooper drives back right down the lane. Puts it up and in. We haven't seen that all year from Tajai Hooper.
Yeah, where's that been all year? Just Hooper finally getting his stride there. Now the Mustangs can press a little bit, maybe create some traffic.
Mustangs up 14-12, and a floater on the other side. Good there from Eric Weeks to knot things up at 14. But the pace of this game picking up, which certainly favors Laurel Highlands. Here's Keandre again up top, sends it off near side to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher off to his left again to Keandre.
Even though they scored there,
Pratt a little juggle, lost the basketball. Look out here, Eric Weeks coming back. Scoop shot, score it, Eric Weeks. Weeks with 6, Talbot's on top 16-14.
Hampton switching defense is going to a 2-3 here to start the second quarter.
Keandre back over to Gallagher. Now off in Keandre's direction, coming far wing and in, lost the basketball, knocked away there by Brandon Eastley. Into the hands of Brennan Murray. The Talbots have to be happy with this start, leading Laurel Highlands by 2 as we go under 6 minutes left before halftime. Bobby Oliver again up top, over to his right to Weeks. Weeks to his left to Matt DiMatteo, fronted there by Hooper. Good feed down low, coming free underneath, and the finish is Braxton Eastley. First 2 of the game for Eastley off the bench, and Hampton a 4-point lead over Laurel Highlands at 18-14. 5:33 left here in the second quarter. Keandre over to Gallagher, 3 up top. In and out there for Gallagher. Ball loose on the far side. Scrum forward to the Talbots. Get a timeout call.
No, he's out of bounds.
Off of Hampton going out. McNagna back in along with Robert Call on the Talbot side.
You know, guys, this is, obviously the Mustangs have not been down very much all year. And, these kids are smart enough to know that sooner or later they're going to run into something that this is going to happen to them. So mentally they should be prepared for it. It's just a matter of getting this ship turned around. And it feels bad, but they're only down 4.
Make it 1 as Keandre drains the 3 from the near side. He has 9 already. First made 3 of the night for the Mustangs. It's the Talbots 18, Laurel Highlands 17. And a little bump foul called there on Brandon Davis. And believe it or not, that's the first foul on either side coming here at the 5:08 mark of the second quarter.
Yeah, and the crowd boos, but gee whiz, that's only 1 foul in the whole game. You can't really complain about that. They're letting them play.
9 shooting, and the Talbots will just trigger it in. It's really no damage done. And they'll send it off. Open look here for Bobby Oliver. Coming up empty. Keandre the rebound. Off to his right and across. Brandon Davis. Davis looking for room on the near baseline. Not there. Pulling off to Tajai Hooper. He'll float one up and in. So Hooper again. Couple of baskets here in the second quarter to give Laurel Highlands the lead at 19-18.
Hooper and Pratt off the bench providing offense to the Mustangs.
He's averaging 0.8 a game?
Correct.
Yeah, so he's
got to be happy with the production, and he's seen.
Maybe he's finally healthy.
Yes. He hasn't really seen a lot of minutes this year. Got injured in the final football playoff game against Aliquippa with a shoulder injury, and it's limited some of his action this year.
Look at Pratt. He's playing some good defense. The Mustangs, it's really tough because they're just kind of, it's almost like a 4-corner stall offense.
Weeks feed down low and right through the hands of McNagna. Mustangs on it. Davis forward. Pratt driving and scoring. Jaden Pratt. It's the guys off the bench getting the job done. Timeout Hampton. Laurel Highlands 21. Talbots 18. 4:07 left before halftime. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $319 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 tax rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, federal fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Fallen in love with the house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple, 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within 1 business day. Then save the date for move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Hampton with the basketball after the timeout. Laurel Highlands, though, a 3-point lead up 21-18. I don't think we've seen the lead over 4 on either side so far tonight.
Good timeout, I believe, by Coach Lafko. he's probably seen the films on the Mustangs, and these are the type of runs that you want to try to prevent.
Talked about those energy fits, Steve,
Yep.
all season long.
Zoomies.
Three from the near side, hit there by Brennan Murray. So Brennan Murray tying this game up at 21.
And how big of a play was that on Pratt? There's a bucket.
That's Gallagher driving back for a quick two. So Gallagher with 4, Laurel Highlands back in the lead at 23-21, and they almost forced another turnover.
Guys, what I was going to say on that fast break by Pratt, you know, there's a lot of times this year he would have tried to dunk that, but I think he realized the gravity of the situation to just make sure he got the basket, and that was a good job by him to make sure he got those much-needed 2 points.
Robert Call to trigger it in, left of the basket in the Laurel Highlands zone, sends it up top, and Davis a little poke away, deflected out of bounds, will stay with Hampton here at midcourt.
And the Mustangs got to do this with defense. They got to put pressure on the Talbots, maybe get some double teams. That's probably why Pratt and Hooper are in there. Wouldn't be surprised to see Sumter get in there at some point as well.
We're not going to see any easy games the rest of the way.
No.
You get this deep into the WPIAL playoffs, everybody you play is going to be a contender. And Keandre, a foul there, got right in the face of Mehalov. Trying to knock it away. And you can be aggressive. It's only the second team foul, and actually only the second foul we've called in the game.
And that's a good play there, I think, just to let Mehalov know that.
Send a message.
Yeah, send a message. Hey, I'm not going to let you just stand here and throw it over my head. And, that might make him a little gun shy.
Xander Plizga checking in for the first time. 5'9" senior guard, averages just 1.5 points a game on the Hampton side. Talbots with the basketball down 2 at 23-21 as we go under 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. And they're back in a little stall mode up top here with Robert Call, fronted there by Jaden Pratt. Mustangs, though, stepping up the energy a little bit here defensively. I certainly like what Tajai Hooper and Jaden Pratt have brought to the table since they've entered. Here's Call with Pratt in his face.
Pratt, guys, we're used to seeing it from Pratt all year. It's almost like he's a starter, and he's, but Hooper, we haven't seen any of that from.
Missed floater there from Plizga. Plizga almost got the offensive rebound, but Pratt knocks it away. Off to Brandon Davis. Good job here to pull up. Numbers favor the Talbots. Over to Keandre. Jumper far baseline off the mark. Got his own rebound. Fights back inside. Little ball fake. Now puts it up and got fouled. 2 free throws upcoming here for Keandre DeShields.
Good job there by DeShields to fight and scratch and claw. And all of a sudden, the first foul of the game on the Talbots goes on the big guy, number 20.
Mehalov. He's going to be a good player, Steve. Only a sophomore, 6'8". Came in averaging a double-double. Now you have Keandre on the other side, 74% this season from the foul line. Rattles in the first of 2 free throws, and he's already in double figures with 10. In fact, he has 10 of the Mustangs' 24, as the Laurel Highlands lead increased to 3 at 24-21. 2:15 left before halftime.
And guys, all year when the chips are down, the Mustangs need some offense and some defense. Pratt has been in there with most of the most important minutes of all these games. But Hooper, like I said, has been a pleasant surprise for Coach Hauger.
Keandre missed the second free throw. Hampton with it back on the other side of the baseline. Plizga pulling it back up top again to Brennan Murray. Fronted there by Tajai Hooper. Off to his right again to Matt DiMatteo. Watched there by Gallagher. 1:53 left before halftime. Mustangs continue to lead by 3. DiMatteo, just that one basket in the opening quarter, has been quiet. Eric Weeks, the Talbots' leading scorer so far, with 6. Here's Plizga up top, back to DiMatteo.
Back to this Hoosiers kind of a slow motion offense.
Taken already over 30 seconds off the clock on this possession. Plizga again up top, and there's a lot of talk about a shot clock getting instituted in Pennsylvania, and Davis with a steal there. Davis coming back, and he got fouled on the drive from Brennan Murray. But this would be a good game for Laurel Highlands if you had a shot clock on Hampton.
That was a good foul there by Murray.
And Murray, I don't think Davis guys knew that Murray was there. He was kind of eyeing it up for a dunk, not going full speed. He probably had no idea.
And Murray was right behind him, and
right.
Probably a really good foul to stop the easy 2.
Mustangs didn't even get 2 free throws out of it since they called it on the floor, and they'll have to reset here in the half-court set.
We may never see 1-and-1 here tonight, guys.
Only 4 total fouls called in the game. We're down to 1:07 left before halftime. Gallagher, a baseline feed. Keandre, touch over to Pratt. Jumper far elbow, good. Jaden Pratt. And Pratt with 8 off the Mustang bench.
And he just catches and shoots. No hesitation. Doesn't think about it. And that's sometimes, sometimes you don't want those guys thinking.
Steal from Pratt again. Here's Jaden Pratt coming back. Repositioning, gets another 2 to go. Pratt's been the star of the night for Laurel Highlands. He has 10 of the Mustang lead up to 7. their largest of the night. Now the crowd into this one.
The Zoomies.
Brendan Murray up top. In a scrappy contest fronted there by Davis. Good feed down low. Call
offensive foul.
And a charge call there on Robert Call.
Great defense there by Rodney Gallagher. Established his position. No doubt. Easy call for the official.
Here comes Chamber back in for Joey Chambers in for Hooper. Gave Coach Hogger some really good minutes. And like guys are right, Pratt has been the star of the game.
12 of the Mustangs, 28 points coming off the bench so far. Final 30 seconds of the second quarter. Mustangs a 7-point lead with the basketball. Now they're going to hold for the last shot, and they'll get the possession arrow to start the third quarter. So a little 2-for-1 here for Laurel Highlands with a 7-point lead. Davis up top, crowd into it. Good second quarter here for the Mustangs.
Ball's going to be in the hands of Shields or Gallagher.
Go time now with 4 seconds left. Keandre fires the three. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Gallagher finds it. The shot will not count, and he made it from the corner, but it will not count. So we reached halftime at 28-21. We're back to recap the first half numbers for you in a moment here on WNBS and on the Truman Live High School Sports Network.
Hi, Dr. Baker here from Baker Chiropractic. Wintertime is here again, and bad weather increases the chances of being in a car accident. Research has shown that speeds as low as 15 miles an hour can cause significant bodily injury. My staff and I at Baker Chiropractic have been caring for whiplash patients for over 20 years in the professional plazas on Easy Street across from Uniontown Hospital. If you're involved in an accident, don't wait. Call Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288, and we will evaluate your injuries and provide proper care that you need. That's Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288.
You know the importance of planning for retirement, and you plan to enjoy a long and healthy life after you retire. But it's also important to plan for the possibility of needing care on a long-term basis. As life expectancies grow in the U.S., the potential need for long-term care grows as well. A Northwestern long-term care insurance company policy can help pay for the care you may need.
To learn more, call John R. Ritchie today, 724-550-4414. That's 724-550-4414 for John R. Ritchie.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience. Caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season. Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. They are conveniently located at 1310 Pittsburgh Road in Uniontown. But look for Uniontown Detailing in February at a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Hello, everybody. This is John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly. And you spell Hillbilly Hillbilly. And my radio show is on WNBS at 3:15 every Tuesday. And I have somebody here with me.
Hi, guys. My name is Isabella Russo. I'm your conservative girl. We're coming at you with a lot of news and updates and interviews and all that good stuff.
Thanks for listening in, and God bless each and every one of you.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Welcome back to Laurel Highlands High School here at halftime. The Mustangs 28, the Hampton Talbots 21. Steve, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville. Peachin Market. We must not be back, Steve, on the radio set.
Entire state. But what about the team this year? What talent, what effort. Can we do it again? Go Mustangs! From Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites.
Now we're back here at Laurel Highlands High School, 28-21, Mustangs over the Hampton Talbots. Steve, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Okay, for the Talbots, DiMatteo finishes the half with 2 points, Murray with 3, McNogna with 4, Weeks led the way with 6, Eastley off the bench with 2, and Call with 4. They had 10 in the first, 11 in the second, pretty consistent, 21 at the half. Mustangs finally got it going in that second quarter. They finished with 18 points. And total points, DeShields has 10 points. Gallagher just 4. Pratt off the bench. Terrific first half with 10 points. Hooper off the bench. Unexpected 4 points from him. And that's it, just 4 Mustangs in the scoring column. But they had 10 in the first, 18 in the second. So they outscored them 18-11 for a 28-21 halftime lead. Only 2 free throws have been attempted the entire game, and 1 or 2 for DeShields, and that's it. Just 2 free throws. So not many fouls and not many whistles, almost like a hockey game, guys.
It's been quick. A couple of other boys, 5A quarterfinal round scores to pass along to. Highlands up 21-10 over Penn Hills. Mars a 17-15 lead over Gateway. A reminder, we're back on Saturday. More high school basketball playoff action with Geibel taking on Bishop Canevin. 2 o'clock start, 1:15. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. If the Mustangs win here today, we'll have their game coming up for you on Monday as well. Laurel Highlands up at halftime, 28-21 over Hampton. Second half comes your way next here on WMBS and on the WPIAL High School Sports Network.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustang basketball team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck in the playoffs. For information on the North Union Township Rec Center's basketball and soccer leagues, please call 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com.
Going on now at Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $319 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is with tax, federal fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peachin Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peachin Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Laurel Highlands 28, Hampton 21. Ready to start the third quarter already, guys. That first half took just 23 minutes.
Yeah, we talked about it. No, not very many whistles. What do we have, Gare? 3 fouls?
4, I think.
4, 2 on each side.
Yeah, that's it. And it's, I'll tell you one thing, though, guys. I was sitting here thinking, watching both teams warm up. Yeah, I think it was huge that the Mustangs got a 7-point lead, to build that up, because now, if they can get a couple more buckets, it's going to force the Talbots to get away from maybe that slow down tactic where it's going to maybe force them to force the action a little bit.
Correct. Tough to play slow when you're trailing.
Correct.
The first 4 minutes of this third quarter will be crucial for both squads.
I agree. Mustangs will start the third quarter with the basketball working right to left as we describe it, into the backcourt to Rodney Gallagher, where he's picked up by Eric Weeks.
And guys, Pratt stays in the game, which is very rare.
Chambers baseline jumper short, follows it up, gets his own rebound, trying to bounce it over to Pratt. Probably should have just went strong. It got intercepted there by Robert Call.
Usually they put Johns back in the starting 5, but pretty hard to argue with taking Pratt out of the game right now. He's as good as he's been playing.
Brendan Murray over to Robert Call. Far side now to Lee Mignogna. Hampton staying deliberate here on this opening possession of the third quarter as they trail by 7. Far side, DiMatteo thought about the 3, resets back up top, Brennan Murray. Watched there by Jaden Pratt, and off to Robert Call again. Call to his right to Mignogna. Fire pass down low in traffic. It's tipped around, and Pratt, a great little poke over to Brandon Davis. Across to Gallagher. Gallagher driving, putting it off the glass and in. Rodney Gallagher is 2 in every quarter, 6 for the game, and Laurel Highlands has their largest lead at 9 at 30-21.
Great save there with Chambers and Pratt saving that ball, tipping it to each other.
Look for Gallagher to get more involved on the offensive side.
And I think Gallagher senses that they're in a ball game here, and he's and guys, and we've seen it all year. Gallagher has a knack for when the Mustangs need something to be able to provide it.
Mignogna holding here on the near wing. You even go back to that playoff run 2 years ago. None of those playoff games were easy. And you start getting this deep into the playoffs, you're going to get a game night in and night out. Good feed down low in the finish there, Mignogna. He now has 6. Talbot's back to within 7, down 30-23.
Can't let him get on the block that low.
I agree.
Mustangs don't have the height to battle that ball fake and straight up layup.
6:13 left here in the third. Chambers here on the near wing. Hands off back to Brandon Davis high on the left. Davis with Chambers now resetting the screen. We'll set it off in Joe's direction. A little fumble, regains back in the corner to Keandre. Keandre battling a triple team, floats it up and in. Keandre to Shields. He has 12. Mustangs back up 9 at 32-23 with 5:50 left here in the third.
That's a shot you wouldn't teach anybody to try to shoot, but he's just got such a knack and athletic ability to be able to throw it up there with the touch to get the roll.
Brendan Murray off to his right now to Eric Weeks. Watched by Chambers.
Mustangs in a zone look. Gallagher staying underneath the basket.
DiMatteo got a touch back to Mignogna. And that Talbot's at some point, if they continue to trail, they're going to have to start forcing the issue a little bit. There's a deficit now at 9.
Yeah, you're going to take this long in each possession. That's okay, but you better score on each possession.
In the corner, Weeks for 3, he reins it in. He's their top 3-point shooter. That's his 43rd made 3 of the season. He has 9, and the Talbots, just like that, back to within 6, down 32-26 as we approach the 5-minute mark of the third quarter.
You don't see that too often, a pass from corner to corner, resulting in that 3-point shot opportunity.
Crowd pretty quiet right now.
Yeah,
Gallagher touched back to Brandon Davis.
One thing this slowdown's doing, it's taking the crowd out of the game.
Pratt on the far elbow, back up top, Brandon Davis. Davis a little juggle, regains back to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher launching the 3, off the mark, offensive rebound, Joe Chambers, resets back out to Keandre here on the near wing. Now over to Gallagher on the elbow, spins on the inside, readjusts, back to Keandre, jumper baseline near side from 8 short, rebound underneath Mignogna there for Hampton.
Tough distance there. You don't usually see that mid-range jumper. These guys are shooting the 3s or getting layups.
Aggressive play, Chambers fouls DiMatteo. His first team foul of the second half on the Mustangs.
So Coach Joe Lafko not panicking, staying with this deliberate offense, and has it down to 6.
Send it down low, and Keandre the steal, knocking it away from Mignogna, and quickly brings it back across. Keandre, no look pass to Chambers, back to Keandre, up top Davis. 3 on the way, too strong there from Brandon. He goes off the back iron, and Mignogna picks up the rebound. They'll fire a pass down to Weeks, same spot for 3. This time a bit too strong. High foul. Rebound, brought down out in front, and foul going back up there, Robert Call.
Looked like Call pushed off. He pushed Davis out of the way, no call. And then Chambers gets the call. Coach Hogger is asking why there was no call on the rebound attempt.
We do have Call at the line, and Robert Call, 61% for the season. 4 points so far in this game for the Talbots. Came in averaging just 3.6 and makes the first of 2 free throws. I believe that's the first free throw attempt for the Talbots tonight. It is. Yep. And they're back to within 5, down 32-27. Ready midway through this third quarter. Call's second free throw on the way. This one rattles out. Tough luck there for Call.
Well, this is working out probably as Coach Lafko envisioned. You know, this is probably his best chance to stay in the game.
Davis, good feed down low. Keandre comes free, puts it up and in. Little kiss off the glass and in that time for Keandre. He has 14, pacing the way for the Mustangs. Lead again back up to 7 at 34-27. Brendan Murray back on the other side, over to Mignogna. Touch off to his right to DiMatteo. Floating back to Eric Weeks, and Weeks could be a key here for Hampton if he can hit some 3s here in the second half. That can certainly get the Talbots back into this game.
The slow-moving kind of weave offense is almost lulling the crowd and the Mustangs to sleep, and you got to be careful of the backdoor cuts.
It hasn't exactly been a very entertaining game to watch as far as level of excitement with the long possessions here from the Talbots, and they're going to launch a 3 and hit it. DiMatteo. That's his 22nd made 3 of the season, his first point since the opening quarter, and it pulls the Talbots to within 4 again at 34-30. Gallagher near side Keandre.
That's one
touch
thing.
Off to Pratt, long 2. That's his spot. Came up short that time, and look out here, a little surge from the Talbots.
Just what we talked about this first part of the third quarter, and it's been the Talbots that have had the success.
Down to 2:35 left here in the third. Hampton the basketball trailing by 4, 34-30. This game going by in the blink of an eye. Call back to his right, Brendan Murray. Watched there by Jaden Pratt, off to his left to DiMatteo again. Fronted there by Gallagher.
Foul.
Timeout Hampton with 2:17 left in the third. 34-30. Laurel Highlands are back at 60 from the Chiropractic Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area basketball teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Talbots with the basketball as we come back. Hampton down 4. Penn Hills has rallied back. They lead Highlands by 4, 26-22. Gateway a 34-27 lead over Mars. Another 5A quarterfinal round action tonight. McNogna here on the near wing. Back up top to Bobby Oliver out the Talbot's bench. His right to Brennan Murray. Haven't changed much, guys, on the offensive side.
Well, yeah, and why would you if you're the
Talbots? Step back three. Hit it, Steve. Sorry.
Yeah.
DiMatteo back-to-back threes in this quarter has Hampton back to within 1 at 34-33.
Wow.
Tajai Hooper back off the Mustang bench, checking in at the next whistle. Coming to the scorer's table. Davis back over to Gallagher. Laurel Highlands in a fight right now. Davis, no look feed down low. Chambers comes free and lays it up and in. Well executed on the offensive side there for Laurel Highlands. And they go back up 3 at 36-33.
Yeah, they're so worried about those 3 on the outside. Chambers, Davis, and Gallagher. Chambers able to slip in there. And a good feed by Davis.
Brennan Murray off to his left to DiMatteo. 3 could tie it here for the Talbots. Bobby Oliver a touch to his left again to Brennan Murray. Watched there by Gallagher. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. DiMatteo fronted there by Pratt. DiMatteo looking for operating room. DiMatteo, a little ball fake at the foul line. Pulls back outside Brennan Murray.
See what this is doing, guys? It's just making the Mustangs stand around on defense, and they're just flat-footed.
Murray, floater, no good. And a little tip from Pratt off to Chambers for the rebound. That was big for the Mustangs. Arrow favors Hampton, by the way, right now. So we don't get another jump ball. They'll get the basketball to start the fourth. Here's Brandon Davis.
Just 8 points in the quarter. That is definitely the low scoring for the Mustangs the entire year in a quarter.
And taking it all the way down. Davis over to Gallagher, far wing. Gallagher, a little spin off, and the shot on the way, no good. Rebound McNogna. They're going to try to hurry down to 1. And the shot's no good as he went crashing into the bleachers. I think it would have counted if it would have dropped. So after 3, it's Laurel Highlands 36, Hampton 33. We're back with a 4th and 60 from the Chiropractic Group High School Sports Night.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here for the fourth quarter. Buckle up, guys. 3-point lead for the Mustangs. And Hampton certainly has taken the Mustangs out of their game here tonight.
And hit some really crucial threes. DiMatteo with 2 3-pointers in the quarter, in the third quarter, along with Weeks. And that really brought the Talbots back into the game.
Murray hit 1 right before halftime as well. And you have Hampton with the basketball working left to right as we describe it here to start the fourth quarter with Robert Call to send it in.
Well, the Mustangs got to ratchet up the defensive pressure and force the Talbots into some turnovers, maybe double team the ball. They got to do something, too much standing around.
And a good feed down low, but unable to finish. Call from point-blank range at a rollout.
Wow, fortunate there for the Mustangs.
That's huge.
Not sure how that one did not drop in for Robert Call. And here's Davis setting it up on the far side of Keandre. His 3 on the way, in and out. Another rebound tracked down by Eric Weeks. The Mustangs have been a little cold tonight.
They've been cold.
1-3.
Both playoff games so far from the outside. And, just tough to shoot from, when you need it. It's hard to make those outside shots.
McNagna, good feed, and that time another miss from Weeks down on the blocks. Those are two you thought the Talbots would have had. As Hooper able to keep it alive over to Pratt, near side Gallagher. Gallagher a little hop step, hands back off Pratt, far elbow, good. Jaden Pratt, he's been money from that spot for Laurel Highlands tonight. Timeout with 7:06 left in regulation, 38-33 Mustangs. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $319 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease exclude GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is with tax, federal fees, and for payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Talbots with the basketball after the timeout. They trail by 5 at 38-33. Eric Weeks on the far side, back edge of the zone to Matteo. Watch there by Brandon Davis, back to Weeks again. He's their three-point specialist. Send it down to Brennan Murray. Murray trying to come far baseline, tries to reposition. Couldn't get it to go. Ball tipped out of bounds. Should be off of Hampton, and out it is. Mustang basketball. They get it back up 5 with 6:37 left here in the fourth.
Watching Coach Hogger in the timeout, I think he was imploring the Mustangs to not rely on the three-point shot.
Well, the only guy shooting with any confidence right now is Pratt, and he's just catching and shooting, but he's not shooting threes. And the other guys are just kind of hesitating a little bit, and they just haven't been hitting.
Gallagher jumper near elbow, in and out. Offensive rebound. Keandre comes back inside, was stripped. Ball loose. Talbot's looking for a timeout, and they're going to get it. Timeout, Talbot, 6:16 left here in the fourth, 38-33 Mustangs. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
O'Gillies, your locally owned and operated hometown restaurant. Stop in and see them at 200 Askren Street Tuesday through Saturday and enjoy one of their daily specials. You can check out O'Gillies' weekly lunch and dinner specials on their Facebook page or website. Then call 724-438-5930 to place your order or to make your reservation. See you at O'Gillies.
O'Gillies Pub and Deli, Askren Street, Uniontown today.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Laurel Highlands 38, Hampton 33. Mustangs 4 timeouts remaining. Hampton 2 timeouts remaining here with 6:16 left in regulation.
You could slice the tension with a knife right now, guys. It's just a 5-point lead. Mustangs have not been tested this much or this long late in the game, other than maybe Bell Vernon, but it just didn't. This one seems different.
Here's DeMatteo. They're going to get Davis for a little foul. Only his second.
Yeah. Fans don't like it, but that was a decent call, I would think. It was, he definitely hit him.
We've only had 7 total fouls called between both teams the entire game.
Hampton has 0 this half, and coming down the stretch, if they're not leading, they're going to need to pile up 7 fouls.
Correct. That could be an issue. See if we get there. They're down 5 right now. Long 2 near side. Good to Matteo. Money there. He's in double figures with 10. 1 possession game again.
First points of the quarter for the Talbots.
Well, the good news is Laurel Highlands only has 2 in the quarter on the other side. Davis up top, floats it back. Gallagher, a little operating room, will take the long 2 off the front of the rim. No good. Pratt offensive rebound, scores on the tip-in. Jaden Pratt has been the player of the game for Laurel Highlands tonight with 14.
Just did not bring it down. Of course, their big guy down there, he just caught it and put it right back in while he was still floating in the air. Good job by Pratt.
40-35 Laurel Highlands, 5:14 left here in the fourth quarter. We're back on the near side here to DiMatteo. DiMatteo, no look feed, no one home. High on the left, they're going for the save, can't get it. Good hustle, Eric Weeks just couldn't track it down.
Unnecessary pass there by DiMatteo, trying to skip it across for a potential three-pointer, but no one home.
Tajai Hooper will trigger it in here for the Mustangs. They lead by 5, 5:06 left here in the fourth.
One thing you haven't seen Davis or DeShields or Gallagher drive in. I think obviously the big guy, McNaga, is kind of stopping that, right? They don't want to go in there, but I think at some point they're going to have to drive in and challenge him.
Now the Mustangs trying to give Hampton a little dose of their own medicine.
Well, trying to pull him out of the zone, get into that man-to-man so they can do that drive to the hoop, Steve.
Right.
They're going to come out of it now. Keandre holds here high on the left.
Still got two men sitting underneath. They're just matching up out front.
Count on Davis, sends it off to Keandre, no look feed. Pratt comes free, got blocked going up there by Murray. Deflected out of bounds, will stay with the Mustangs here in the Hampton zone.
Good job, good defense by the Talbots. Good job by Pratt, take it straight at the basket.
4:25 left here in regulation. Laurel Highlands a 40-35 lead. Haven't had a game like this all season. Hooper over to Gallagher. Extremely low scoring, extremely quick. Gallagher high on the right. Watched by DiMatteo. Again, the count on. And Rod trying to work forward, now backs off. Again, Rod, a very heady player out there for the Mustangs. Between defenders, takes it to the rack and got fouled.
See, that's why we got to sit, go in there, get to the line.
Again, this Laurel Highlands team, I know you hate the Jazzes, Steve, but they're 75%.
Oh, please.
As a team from the foul line. Gallagher 81%, 77 of 95.
You can't just give the stats, Gary, at the end of the shots.
First of two free throws, good for Gallagher. When you have Rodney Gallagher at the foul line, I trust him. You can give any stats with him at the line.
Boy.
He's been held only 7 points tonight. Lead back up to 6 at 41-35 midway through this fourth quarter. Second of two, good Gallagher.
Heck, the team only has 42. So.
Correct, yes. It's all relative tonight. Can play another 32 minutes of basketball, as low scoring as this one's been. Feed down low, deflected by the Mustangs going out.
And you're forcing the Talbots now to have to go a little quicker. They can't, 7-point lead with only the way this possessions have been. That's, that's 4 or 5 possessions it's going to take them to catch up.
They're going to the quarter. Weeks wide open. Off the mark on that three. Mustangs fortunate there, and Keandre, after a tip, got the rebound.
Yeah, Pratt tipped it over across, and then Hooper tipped it right back to Shields. Good job by Hooper and Pratt to keep that ball alive for the Mustangs.
Gallagher spinning back, again going inside, used the glass, couldn't get it to go. Eric Weeks the rebound. Out to DiMatteo. Hampton's going to have to start upping the tempo here a little bit. They'll send it down low, and a quick two from Brennan Murray. Murray with 5. Talbot's back to within 5, down 42-37. 3:15 left here in the fourth.
That's way too early for the Mustangs to just go out and out stall.
There's Davis. Nice screen set up by Pratt. They're going to pull it back out, though, high on the right again to Gallagher.
Well, if one guy you trust driving to the basket, it's Gallagher.
Hooper a touch here on the near side. Back to Keandre, coming near baseline. Kick out to Davis, almost over and back. Good save there from Brandon Davis, high on the right. And Davis now driving right down the lane, and an alley-oop to Keandre. That'll get the crowd into it, guys.
Yeah, and that was
beautiful drive there by Davis.
Yep.
Good thing they executed. Weeks on the far wing. Nice little touch down low and a little scoop up and in for McNagna.
They won't go away.
He has 8. 44-39. Mustangs lead the Talbots 2:18. Left here in the fourth. We lost the radio feed. We'll get that back here in a moment as Gallagher dances around. Off to Tajai Hooper. In the corner, Jaden Pratt. Ooh. Back up top, Gallagher. Gallagher on the inside, got fouled.
And Gallagher's going to be the one to keep the ball in his hands, keep him at the line. Of course, they're all decent free throw shooters, but they, that, like Gary said earlier, that's only his second foul. So they're going to put some players in just a foul right now.
And I think the officials got to be aware of intentional fouls in this situation too, Steve.
Yep.
Gallagher will send it, and welcome back in our WMBS audience. 44-39 Mustangs. Laurel Highlands with the basketball, and now we're starting to see some fouls here on the Talbot side.
Well, they have to, right? They can't let the Mustangs just dribble the clock out.
Just a 5-point lead, though.
1:56 left here in the fourth. Mustangs up 44-39.
Chambers back in for the Mustangs.
Joey sends it into the backcourt there to Brandon Davis.
Gotta be
Davis trying to work off of Eric Weeks, and Weeks now with the foul, and we're up to 14 fouls with 1:51 to play.
And the Mustangs cannot get lackadaisical there. Davis was a little bit casual with that ball coming up the court, and they have to realize that the Talbots are in desperation mode right now.
Joey Chambers to send it in. Touch over to Pratt. He gets fouled there by Mignogna.
That's close to an intentional. Didn't go after the ball, just kind of pushed him in the stomach. But they're not going to call that unless it's really, really obvious.
Team foul number 5. Now down to Keandre. There's team foul number 6, and they're adding up in a hurry. Down the Talbot side. It's a second
really,
on call.
Only about 8 seconds off the clock since they had 0 fouls.
Correct. You're right. They've got about 6 fouls called in about a 12-second period.
Well, they're going to force the now you got to get the ball to Gallagher.
And you have it in Gallagher's hands, and they're not going to foul right away. Now they do. And you get DiMatteo
to the line.
Yep. Yeah. 1-1 here for Rodney Gallagher. DiMatteo's third.
That's good coaching there by Coach Hogger to let the, when he knew when they had 6 fouls to make sure he got it into Gallagher's hands, and he set up a play for that.
So Rod with a 1-1 situation here with the Mustangs up 5 at 44-39. Front end up on the way and good for Rodney Gallagher.
All important front end.
He's 3 of 3 at the foul line here in the fourth quarter. Lead at 6 at 45-39, 1:44 to play. Second of 2 from Gallagher on the way and good again. So Gallagher with 10, and all 4 of those free throws hit nothing but net. Timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. 1:44 left in regulation. Mustangs lead it by 7. We're back in 60 here on the Chiropractic Group High School Sports Night.
February is Auto Show time at Thurby's Riverside Ford, and that means Auto Show bonus cash on all new Ford cars, SUVs, and trucks. Have you always wanted a new Ford F-150 4-wheel drive? Now, take advantage of 0% Ford credit financing for 48 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash during Auto Show month on a new 2021 Ford F-150 4x4. Now that's an Auto Show deal. Listen up. Get 0% for 36 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash on a new 2021 Ford Escape all-wheel drive. And the showstopper is the all-new Bronco and Bronco Sport. We have the inventory in stock and on the way. Stop in to reserve your new Ford vehicle. Thurby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award-winning dealer, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino on Route 40. See Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley. Offer ends February 28, 2022.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs up 46-39. But, guys, I have to say, Joe Lafko has coached a heck of a game for Hampton. This has been one of the best game plans I've seen going up against Laurel Highlands all season.
Yeah, sure has been. And he's, now he's in a situation now where, though, he can't afford to run the stall offense, he's going to have to attack. And then the Mustangs come out full court man-to-man pressure.
But he's put his team with an opportunity to stay in the game in the fourth quarter against Laurel Highlands, which too many teams have not been able to do so far this season.
Nobody's been able to do it.
Murray up top, almost stolen. Good save there. Robert Call keeping it alive. Will take it inside. Shot attempt, no good. Rebound Gallagher, and now Hampton in trouble. Laurel Highlands a 7-point lead with 1:25 to play. Gallagher out of his own zone. They're going to get a little double team on him, and Rod working on the far wing. In traffic, gets out of it over to Keandre. Now he'll back out, and the Mustangs going to make the Talbots foul. Gallagher dancing around, and again, they got the ball in Rodney Gallagher's hands, and the foul call there on Mignogna.
Yeah, good job by the Mustangs, and good job by Gallagher and DeShields of not going towards the basket, resisting the temptation to try to get the big play. They know right now they're in a fight, and their best chance probably is they put old number 2 at the line.
First of 2 free throw, actually front end of a 1-and-1 that time, no good for Gallagher. And DiMatteo coming back on the other side. DiMatteo fighting, big block there. Keandre to whistle it down, though. They
called
did.
A foul
On Gallagher.
Wow. The Mustangs are going to have to win it at the line, and there's still 59 seconds to go, and it's just a 7-point lead.
Now 46-39. And you'll have DiMatteo shooting a pair of free throws here for Hampton, and he's their best free throw shooter at 75%, 46 of 61. Talbot's as a team, 64%, 210 of 328. DiMatteo front, our first of two on the way in good. He scored 11 points. That was only the fourth team foul on Laurel Highlands here in the second half. Lead down to 7 now at 46-40. DiMatteo is second of two, in and out. Need a rebound here, and Pratt able to pull it down with a little tiptoe on the far boundary there for the Mustangs. Out to Davis, and Brandon Davis across here for Laurel Highlands. 53 seconds left. Davis gets fouled by Eric Weeks.
So that's number 9. So
Correct.
it's still 1-1. Another foul, and it will put the Mustangs into the double bonus. But
guys, Brandon Davis yet to score in this game for Laurel Highlands.
Well, that's about to change.
He's 80% this season for the free throw line, 91 of 114. Now, quick whistle. What do we got here? Officials coming over to the scorer's table.
Checking to see if it's 1-1 or 10 fouls.
I think he's talking about the clock.
Maybe.
Jason Taylor, our clock operator tonight.
Mark Tortorella, the referee.
They just put it from 50.6 to 52.6. So they
2 seconds.
put 2 seconds back on the clock.
And Davis again shooting a 1-and-1, front and good for Brandon Davis, his first point of the game. 47-40. Remember when these two teams met 2 years ago in the playoffs, Laurel Highlands won 52-46. That game was played at Fox Chapel High School. Davis, it's the second of two. Lead back up to 8 now at 48-40.
This is a good move by Coach Hogger because it's making the Hampton use time to get the ball up the court.
Murray, a little switch here with DiMatteo, and fouled there by Brandon Davis.
It's not 1-1 yet, though, so.
No. Brandon's third, fifth team foul. 42.9 left in regulation. And the Talbots 2 timeouts remaining. Laurel Highlands with 3 remaining. Talbots might need those here down the stretch. They'll go into the corner. Good ball movement down low, and a quick 2 from Ignaga. Ignaga with 10. Lead cut to 6. And again, a quick foul as Keandre fouled on the far side with 36 seconds left.
Mustangs were not ready on that inbounds play, and give them credit.
The clock's at 48-40, but that
should be 48-42. And again, our score hub is tied into the scoreboard down low. So whatever's up on the board is what you're seeing on your screens if you're watching on the Dribble Live High School Sports Network video feed.
He's going to come back and put more time on the clock?
They have to put points on the scoreboard. Should be 48-42. Not sure what's going on with the board right now. It should be a 6-point lead for the Mustangs.
Well, Mustangs have 48, that's for sure.
Yep.
And according to my...
There it is.
They got it corrected now, and Keandre at the line knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Double bonus the rest of the way for Laurel Highlands. Keandre with 17 points.
Makes it a 3-possession game with 36 seconds remaining.
And Talbot starting to run out of time. Keandre is second of 2 on the way, and good again.
Timeout,
Keandre,
Coach
18
Auger.
points. Mustang timeout. Up 50-42. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Understanding the complicated tax laws when it comes to estates can be extremely stressful. Dealing with a loved one's estate after they pass can be one of the most challenging tasks for a family in a time of need. Hi, this is Attorney Dan White of Zebley, Mehalov & White. I'm here to help make that process easier. Our firm can help you and your family create and review wills and estates to make sure when the time comes to settle your assets, it will not be stressful because you have a plan. Don't put yourself through unneeded stress settling an estate or worrying about things you don't need to worry about. Call our office and we can help. Zebley, Mehalov & White. Call us at 724-439-9200 or visit us online at zeblaw.com. Zebley, Mehalov & White. Local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley, Mehalov & White. It's gonna be alright.
Hampton with the basketball as we come back, running out of time, down to 30 seconds left. They have DiMatteo up top between defenders. Oh, scoop shot, score it for DiMatteo, and a quick Hampton timeout. So it's 50-44 now. Laurel Highlands over Hampton. 24.2 left here in the fourth. We're back at 60 from the Chiropractic Group High School Sports Night.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Laurel Highlands up 50-44, 24.2 left here in the fourth. Again, thanks to our video stream sponsors, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites, Zebley, Mehalov, and White, United Bank, and Baker Chiropractic and Wellness Center. Brian Morozak along with Steve Superk and Gary Frankhauser.
They put time back on the clock again. That's the second time they've had to correct the scorekeeper, who's had a problem putting the scores on the board tonight, and it's like the second or third time they've had to add time to the clock, so they're watching him like a hawk.
Joe Chambers descended in, home run ball down to Gallagher, coming free underneath and scoops it up and in. Doesn't get any easier than that. Gallagher with 12, lead back up to 8 at 52-44, 15 seconds left. DiMatteo back in the corner, Weeks for three, too strong. Comes loose here on the near side, and Brandon Davis will send it off to Rodney Gallagher, and the Talbots will call off the Dogs and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs for a third straight season in the WPIAL semifinals. They had to gut it out tonight. We're able to knock off the Hampton Talbots 52-44. We're back to tell you all about it on our post-game show, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you? Oil checks and windshield clean. Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681. As a Laurel Highlands graduate himself, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites knows how special this basketball team is. If you go way back to 1968, more than 50 years ago, we were champions of the entire state. But what about the team this year? What talent, what effort. Can we do it again? Go Mustangs! From Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicites.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Witek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Witek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Witek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Call him up at 724-439-1616 for Dr. Edward L. Witek, Jr.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes with the colon cancer screening update. If you have no close family member with colorectal cancer or precancerous polyps, you are at average risk and should begin screening at age 45. Colonoscopy is the most sensitive screening test and only needs done every 10 years. Stool fit testing and Cologuard are usually effective screening options, with fit testing done yearly and Cologuard done every 3 years. Learn more at swgispecialist.com.
Going on now at Chiropractic Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $319 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at $10,000 miles per year. With $4,500 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax title fees and for payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-668-2231.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustang basketball team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck in the playoffs. For information on the North Union Township Rec Center's basketball and soccer leagues, please call 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com.
W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Back here in our post-game show, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Laurel